back to the tower. We're gonna be doing something special. We're gonna be doing a tournament, but we're also gonna be filming videos. So be willing, be ready to hear me talk nonstop for the next, I don't know, 2 hours, 3 hours. Got a lot of content to do. Got a lot of things to do, bro. So without further ado, let's freaking go. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is, we're gonna go in the crown. Don't let me drown. Who'll save me now? Okay. We'll do the shield and we'll end around. Now I know what you're saying. Ink, why did you start the tree tournament at the same time? Now I'm actually super happy that I was supposed to do content, right? And we're not gonna do content because well, fuck it. I don't know. I don't know how to justify myself. I was supposed to do content, but my Wi-Fi is not great. Is that a good justification? Are you happy, Dad? Chocolatine. Non, c'est chaud. C'est moi. Bon, c'est... C'est alcoolique. Okay. Dome Link, it's your boy Ink. Welcome to the show. This is Walter having a wonderful 8th February 2025. We're a bit tipsy, so you'll have to excuse the next couple of videos. You're gonna be so fucking proud of me. Guys are gonna be so proud of me. Guys have known that I have this problem with making content. I'm kind of obsessed. I'm filming way too much every single day, even though I'm talking and I'm basically doing two things at once, right? That's how we do it. That's how gangster we are. And I was supposed to take the day off of making content, right? Well, complicated. I was supposed to take the day off while filming, but then I was gonna stream, right, which is completely different in my mind. So yeah, so I'm a bit tipsy. And my Wi-Fi isn't working good enough for me to stream. It's like, okay, well, I'm gonna make a couple of videos. So we're gonna be just reading. So it's gonna be video, just gonna be reading, which is still making video, but a bit more relaxed than making videos, right? And I've been dealing with and because of that, I said, okay, well, I'm gonna answer some question on TikTok because people do write comments. I'm trying to answer everybody with a video because if you take the time to write me a comment, I'll take the time to answer you with a video. That's the least I can do. I think it's just out of respect. I think it's out of kind of like a thank you, you know, kind of like a thank you without saying thank you. So basically speaking, what happened is I was answering this comment, right? And not that I'm a different person when I create content. Not that I'm a different person when I talk to you guys through the camera, right? But I was answering a comment, and the person I was answering the comment to is a good friend of mine, right? Well, when I say good friend, I know this person for a long ass time. So of course, I made myself a cup of water to debuzz from the wine. It's only wine. It's not hard liquor. I don't really do hard liquor. I'll be honest. Oh, I don't do hard liquor. I'll do a cup of wine. We have to keep the door open because we're filming the tower. We have a tournament, so trying to perform, but at the same time that we're trying to perform, we're also trying to make content, right? And all of that because I couldn't stream tonight. And I was answering this person, right? And again, I don't think Ing Vanilla Stefan, which is my real name, hi, nice to meet you, are completely different people, right? They're completely different people. I think we're the same people. or we're the same person. We're the same people is crazy sounding. Right? We're the same person. However, there is a bit more bravado. There is a bit more bravado. I think it's safe to say that. What I mean by bravado is Ink is gonna be more. I wouldn't say able, but he's gonna be more almost theatrical. You know. See the difference between Ink and Stefan. Want to know the difference between the two of them? Right, the two of them not being me, right? Of course. The difference between Stefan and Ink is Stefan and Ink will say the same thing, but Ink will put on a show. Stefan will say it calmly. So I was answering this guy, and as I was answering, I'm like, holy shit. And of course, I answered most of you guys as Ink, because again, you're watching the content, and like because you're watching the content, I'm gonna give you more content, right? But some of you guys I want to talk to as Stefan. Like I've been talking to this girl lately, and she wanted me to, hey, call me, and she was like, oh, you're very different on camera than off camera. And I said, why? And she said, you're a bit more shy in person. And I'm not a shy person, so I'm like, okay. So yeah, so and because of that, I kind of realized, and it kind of planted the seed. The girl, I trust her, she's cool. And she planted the seed in my mind. A plant that will give me possibly tomatoes. I don't know. I grew up around tomato plants, so probably why I'm fucked in the way I am, which is a great thing. Thank you, tomato plant. It's cold, but I have to keep it open because if this heat or overheat, I'm gonna have to wait a couple minutes to do more videos, and I don't want that. So we're gonna do one-time videos, and then we'll be off for the rest of the day, which is still not following the principle of what I was saying. Like I want to take a day off, but still. And this girl, she called me and she's like, "Yo, they planted a seed." So now that I answered the comment, I was like, "Am I answering the comment? I'm answering as Ink, right?" And I've been talking about how I'm kind of addicted to making videos. I'll be completely honest. I have this issues. I have this complete addiction to constantly content create. I need to make videos, and if I don't make videos, I get mad at myself. It's an addiction. This is not normal. Okay, and I think and I've been to a couple of reunion. I'm not gonna talk about the reunion because again, I'm not comfortable talking about that. Right? It's a complicated story that most of you guys will understand and will be cool with, but some of you guys will judge me for it, and why put myself in a situation that I'll be judged, right? Doesn't make a lot of sense. So I was talking to this person. I was answering this comment, and I was answering as Ink, and I'm like, dude, why don't you just answer as Stefan? And while I'm making the videos, I'm thinking about that. So I try to change tone. And I'm like, if you're changing tone, that means that those two people are different. Ink and Ink Van are different. Ink and Stefan are different. And it was weird. So the reason why I'm saying that is I think that I'm having a hard time between being myself. Oh, the way I'm talking, it does sound like Ink and Stefan are a completely different person, right? But Stefan will tell you the same story with using the same word the same way. So are they really different? Physically speaking, we're the same person. Mentally speaking, we're the same person. Maybe in the way we're expressing ourselves is different, but that's about it, right? And I had a hard time disconnecting between myself and Ink, and I was like, okay, well, that part of the problem, problem with the addiction, right? And I don't know, because maybe I prefer myself with bravado, right? We were talking about walking this morning. I remember, and I was walking in a sense of confidence. My father saw me walk. Like it's good to see you walking with your head held up high, and that's how low confidence that I had. I was looking at the floor when I was walking before, out of shame, out of shyness, out of miscomfort, right? And we're changing that, which is great. But at the same time, is it great or is it perceived greatness? I don't know. And yeah, so you see in life, I'm talking about my parents a lot, right? I think they're my blueprints, and I love them. I have great parents, but I cannot help but thinking that I often, right, saw my parents act in a good way, and I saw their flaws and I saw their qualities. And I was like, dude, I want to take exactly this part of my father, and I'm going to take exactly this part of my mom. I'm going to take the two good part of people, and then I'm going to put it together. Because we're putting it together, we're in a position where we're the almost perfect human being, right? But that doesn't work like that, because chances are, it's all a question of nurture versus nature. What traits did I inherit or not? Right. And yeah, so that's actually pretty awesome when you think about it. And of course, me only looking for the positive made me not want to see the negative. And I think if you love somebody, you love them for their flaws and their qualities. And yeah, so am I acting more like Ink because I'm so addicted to being Ink, or am I acting more like Ink because I feel like Ink is a better person around to be around? Because and it's such an unhealthy. And again, I'm not blaming you guys. I love you guys, but I do love you guys, but um, it does feel like, for example, right? For example, you're gonna be walking, right? So you're gonna be walking during the day, and you're not gonna get any compliments, right? Which is quite normal. I don't think most people get compliments. Most people, the majority of people, do not get complimented in one day. It's very rare. And then you're this other person that everybody compliments, and people are nice to, and people are loving you because you're like, oh yo, hey Ink, what's up, dude? How you doing, bro? Wanna know? And again, I'm not complaining. This is my fault, right? This is my fault because I don't talk to a lot of people. Wanna know when the last time that somebody said, "How are you, Steph?" It's been a while. It's been a while, right? But how are you, Ink? I'm getting this every single day, right? And again, it does feel like and again, I grew up in the '90s. So I cannot help but think about Eminem. Eminem, he was doing really bad, and he created a character called Slim Shady. Slim Shady was able to say whatever you want and do whatever you want, right? If you look at the song, Act Like That, the way you move it, I can't believe I ain't never seen an ass like that. 'Cause the way you got me, boing, boing, boing. And it was the fact that he was a puppet, right? And he was able to say whatever he wants. And then in the video, like, you get people get mad at him. It's like, no, the not me, he's a puppet. So Slim Shady was a persona they created to tell, to say everything. But it was a very, very more aggressive rap, right? And then Slim Shady came back to being Marshall Mathers, which is Eminem. Is this his real name? Eminem, M, Marshall Matter, right? In case you didn't know. And it was like, nobody wants to see Marshall. They want Slim Shady, I'm Shop Liver. Top my heart. Hospital, not operating. The FCC won't rescue me because the CCC will let me see and cut me down on MTV, but it feels so empty without me. Without me, if you say the song "Without Me," he talks about that. He talks about how nobody wants him, and and he has to deal with that. So yes, so I think part of making content, part of the addiction of making content, is the person that Ink represent, right? And I'll be completely fucking honest. Am I getting still some hate? Of course, I'm getting some hate, but honestly, and again, I'm knock on wood. I'm gonna say this the day today and tomorrow. I'm gonna get some hate comments. Oh well. I have a really positive community, right? I don't get a lot of comments, but the comments that I do get are positive. Um, and yeah, that's a blessing. That is a blessing. So all of that to say, yeah, something I had to notice. Um, but again, what is the solution here? Falling more in love with myself, right? In the last 3 years, we did a lot of we went really far to fix this issue of self love, or this self confidence issue, right? And went really far. We went really far into the, oh, I love you. I love myself. Look in the mirror and say, I love you. But we did it for the form of content, right? And form of content, that's Ink. How much growth did Ink did? See, I'm gonna end this video with a very, very, very simple thing. And this is a warning to content creator not to get too involved. Oh shit. Uh, yeah, should I say that? I don't even know if I'm gonna say it. It's so scary to think about. It's such a scary thought. The tower. Um, Everything, okay, that Steph has improved and I've improved Ink. Can I honestly say that everything that Ink did to improve himself helped Steph? No. And that's kind of scary. Anyway, love you guys. Take it easy. Upper peace. Peace. Just a quick look at the TikTok because we did a couple of videos. 27 like, dude. And okay, so it's all the same person. Noise. Perfect. Domlink is your boying. I know, close to the face. Because we're making a couple of videos and we're doing also the tournament, so I have to be a bit more careful. Today I'm a bit tipsy, as you can see, and if you cannot see, then good for you. You didn't judge me based on the fact that we had a whole bottle of wine to ourselves, right? But it was some Nicolas Leloup. I know a specific person that would call this the wine of broke people wine. That person can suck a dick. It's really good wine. So we were making of course, now you can see me. We were listening. Okay, so today, today we were supposed to take a day off of the social media because again I'm addicted. So we're trying to get a position where I don't have to do it every single day, and maybe once a week. Sorry, me taking off is a better thing, and maybe because we take it once a week, maybe we can shortly like shorten it and shorten it and shorten it until it becomes like healthier or some shit like that, right? And I was watching somebody, right? And I was watching somebody, and it was so sad. It was a streamer, right? And that streamer was a streamer. Well, no, not a streamer, but the streamer had she had one of her mod on, and she was kind of abusing him and kind of talking shit to him, right? And it was bad. It was really bad, and the reason why it was really bad it was because the guy was clearly in love with her, so he was willing to take the abuse, right? And then you see that, and you're like, why is nobody answering, right? And then you kind of question. I don't know her name. I don't give a fuck about her name. The way she treated that dude, you can fuck a dick. She was cute though. She was cute. She was cute. But that's all. Yeah, that's water. Want to proof? When I put water into wine. No, would I put water into wine? No, would I put water into wine to prove a point? Yeah. And so this happened like a while ago, right? And I was like, okay, well, what's happening next? I'm actually curious. Sorry, play the power in the background because tournament day. By the way, I said I wasn't making content today, which is true, but I'm still gonna stream, right? So I don't know. It's a short break. It's a weird kind of break. Well, it's like cigarettes and nicotine patch, right? That makes sense. That makes sense. I guess. I guess. So I went to see the situation after that, and the guy was like, "Why did you let her take advantage of you like that?" And she was like, "Well, she was pretty, right?" And then the interviewer was like, "Yo, this is emotional abuse. This is like if you were in a relationship, that would be spousal abuse. Will be, like I don't know. I don't remember what he said. But he said something about like conjugal violence. No, that's in French. Violence conjugale. Marital violence. Wait, marital violence. And the guy's like, no, don't worry about it. And then it made me laugh because I was looking at the comments and say, who the fuck? And that was a dude, obviously. Dude saying, what kind of dude let himself be hurt by a woman? And I was like, dude, this is such a fucking stupid comment. And not because he had the word at least bro at least 4 times, but it was because you men can be victim of conjugal violence, right? And women can be victim of conjugal violence. Is there more men that are victim? Is there women that are more victim, right? Now you want to see something cool. You want to see something cool. And again, we're not talking about sex. We're not talking about genre, right? But you want to know which people, right? Which relationships have the most recorded act of violence in between partners? Lesbians, right? Did you know that? I didn't. But yeah, lesbian has the highest record or rate of spousal abuse. So yeah. it's not a marriage abuse. It's not conjugal abuse. It's spouse abuse. Something I don't fucking know, bro. I don't fucking know. I'm French, okay? And I was like, dude, it doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman. You can be a victim of that, right? And then it's nuts because it's kind of cool because we were in a relationship about 2 weeks ago, and now we're in another relationship already. Fuck, and I didn't choose it to happen, but kind of feel like I'm very passive because both of these relationships weren't really pushed on me, but were like, dude, I like this girl. She's in my life. I didn't expect to find a girl, but she's in my life. And maybe it's just the future pushing a girl in front of me and say, yo, there you go, bro. You weren't looking, but here you go. Deal with it, right? And I was like, okay, well, I've been dealing with those two people, right? And it's a good thing. They're amazing people, both of them. And I was like, and of course, I think my apologies. I think a part of me felt bad for the guy that was getting abused, and a part of me is like, that could have been me. Like, that could have been me. I remember in high school when I was a fucking simp. I remember in high school being around the cutest girl and being their friends because I couldn't be anything else, right? And they were treating me like shit, bro. They were treating me like shit, bro. It was bad. And I stand around. So you look at the abuse, but and again, it wasn't abuse because I let them, right? Now the guy was he abused? No, because he let the girl say something, and all once during the 3 hour stream of her shitting on him, he said something. So maybe a little kink, a sadomasochist kink, who fucking knows, knows, KNW, whoa, KNOW, right? And then you can start questioning what is possible abusal. Now what happened? Well, this possible abusal is a relationship. Well, in most cases, relationship of power. So, for example, of authority. We're taking a boss and an employees. We're taking a professor and his students. We're taking a police officer and well everybody else, right? Well, no, not everybody else. Not judge and not judge. That's pretty much it. Which is what, like 0.5% of the population, possibly minus, less than that, moins que ça. And I was like, okay, well, this is a relationship of power, and there's a systematic approach when it comes. It's very rare that the person that is more submissive, maybe the person that is violent. It's very rare that the person that was more submissive systematically will be like, oh, I'll abuse you. You know, it's more so when it's a power, a relationship of power. And the saddest thing is, like, fuck. I think, and again, it's not a sex thing, but it's gonna be seen or pictured or pushed as a sex thing. But if you look at the Me Too movement, right? And I'm so glad the Me Too movement existed, but the Me Too movement where a lot of people were wrongfully accused, just like because, haha, a little prank, or haha, I got vengeance, you know, and that's fucked up. That's fucked up, right? Or even a case like, oh my god, I'm gonna go there. Am I gonna go there? I'm gonna go there. Johnny Depp and Amber Heard. Johnny Depp and Amber Heard. Everybody thought Johnny was an asshole. Why? Because he was a man. Yeah, yeah, he was a man. He was just a man. That was his biggest flaw, his biggest crime. That's fucked up. That's fucked up, right? And when you look at it on paper, right, you would think Johnny is more Johnny. Fuck. You think that Johnny is more in a position of authority because he's older, because he has more fame as an actor, right? But then it was Amber who was doing the abuse. Right now, this relationship was toxic. I think there was some. I think it was some non-redeemable characters on both parts. I think it was a shit show. So yeah, that would be a good playthrough. This would be good videos to do. Did I have another idea? No, I talked about the idea already. Yeah, I talked about the idea. So with that, and you're seeing this, and everybody thought that Johnny was like that. And even though there was some footage out there of Amber being abusive to her sisters, right? People believed that it was fucked up, and yeah, it was fucked. It was completely fucked. But in another case, we saw and that's me. That's only me, guys. Only me am I crazy enough to see this. There was a season of CBB which is Celebrity Big Brother, right? And there's this girl called Roxanne Palette, right? Roxanne Palette said that this guy called Ryan, this guy who used to play in Coronation Street, right? Which is a great show, which is also free on YouTube, by the way, if you were looking for it. And the great thing about this was she said that he punched him, right? And people in the house believed him. Believed her, right? And then people like, why did you do that? And he was hated. It wasn't an attack on Big Brother, but he was called names, right? And then and people were asking Big Brother, which is the show, why this person physically attacked somebody else, why aren't you taking them out? And Big Brother was like, yo, there's a reason why he's not taken out. And then people started asking question like, yo, why isn't he taken out? What is the reason? And then we realized that she lied, right? And now she doesn't have a career, right? But if it wasn't, yes, she doesn't have a career. But if it wasn't on TV, if there was no proof, if there was not Big Brother that stepped in, imagine. And again, it's a fucking show, right? But it's a fucking show that says no, this guy didn't do shit. How many people would have saw a man? And so what happened was they were play fighting. Now, should you play fight with a woman? I don't think so. But the guy just did like this, like a little bit of a, just as a joke, right? And she went in and she said, this really hurt me, right? I'm saying all of this to say, like, this guy, it was nuts. This guy didn't have bad intent, right? And Big Brother could have been like, okay, well, you play fight with her, fuck you. But they didn't. They stood their ground. And I gotta say, that's phenomenal. See, and the whole question of the whole video was about where did abuse come from? What is the meaning of abuse in a relationship? And I think there's a lot of I think there's a lot of I think there's a lot of situation where abuse is psychological, emotional, physical, but I think it's more so emotional. I think there's more cases of emotional abuse than physical abuse, right? And if you want to hear something about abuse, listen to Violet from Ren. Amazing. Violet. VIOLET. And the artist is REN. Ren. Amazing shit. And the funny thing about this song, it's a perfect representation of abuse. It's a perfect representation. And the video was like to say, okay, well, abuse, what is it? How can you define abuse and where did it come from? Then if you're able to say what is abuse, you're able to define where it come from. So, like I said, most of the time it's going to come from a place of a dominance in their partnership. So, I'm from Montreal, right? And in Montreal, we say I'm not gonna. Oh fuck! I started. A lot of women that are Québécoises, which are French Canadians, we call them Germaines. Germaine is like they're in charge, right? And they're leading, right? So we have women that are able to say no very quickly, and they're strong and independent. So it's actually cool. But there's a lot of those cases where because there's a relationship of this power. And again, I think, and sadly the thing is, there's two cases. What could lead to abuse? I think. Yeah, I think if you see your parents, abuse each other, I think you're gonna be more so either you're gonna say like, oh, this is disgusting, or like, okay, well, this is the normal behavior. I'm gonna treat my partner like that. There's one case. There's the other case of I don't know. There's a case where it's not even defined. I don't know where this what is abuse, right? And then this video shouldn't be about that. This video should be about if you're feeling abused, you should tell people, right? And this could be the beneficial. It's funny because this video wasn't meant to be like, oh, fucking call a helpline, right? But at the end, this video is actually quite important because this video was influenced by one comment saying, how can a dude let a woman talk to him like that, or mistreat him like that, or abuse him, right? And again, you're thinking like, holy shit, there's still this belief that only men can be abuser, which is not cool. So it should be a taboo, right? It should be taboo to say, hey, guess what? my wife, she abused me, right? And I'm talking about more so but it's the same thing. It's the same thing. If it's a woman that gets abused or a man that gets abused, right? And yes, you could say that men are physically stronger. So when it's abuse from men, physical abuse is a lot more horrible, right? But everybody can grab a knife. Everybody can stab each other, right? Anyway, we're going in circles, but that's the gist of it. Today I'm gonna go sleep. I love you guys. Take it easy. Peace. Okay, so before we start, there you go. Did she answer me? No? Okay, that's good. Sheesh. Gaming, that's not a good one. Okay, let's go. Ready to rock and roll? I'm ready to rock and roll. Salut, c'est ton Link. Bienvenue dans un autre show. J'espère que ça va bien, j'espère que tu passes une belle journée. On va faire un petit snack, on va faire un petit... Parce que pourquoi pas. J'allais lire le livre. Gestion d'alcool. Mais je me suis dit, hey, j'ai fait un maudit, man. Et on va faire des petits snacks. On va faire des petites chocolatines et un petit muffin. Je sais pas c'est quoi, je sais si c'est un muffin ou un cupcake. Là, tu vois que c'est ma mère. J'adore ma mère pour mourir. Qu'est-ce qu'elle a fait? Elle a pris ça de la job pour moi. Elle a pris du scotch tape stick. Euh, parce que c'est déjà ouvert. Fait que ouais. Fait que. Pourquoi je fais ça? Parce que parce que. Oh! Excuse-moi. On va faire la vidéo avant que je l'ouvre. Ouais. Double. Pourquoi je fais ça? Parce que j'ai faim. De un, de deux. Elle a pris la peine de me le donner. Comme ça. Je dois quand même respecter un petit peu ce qu'elle a fait là. Tu sais. Avant de dire, oh, la chocolatine, c'est bon, c'est pas bon. Fait que, on a deux. La marque, je sais pas c'est quoi. J'ai aucune idée c'est quoi. Je veux dire que c'est IGA. Parce que, on me dirait un paquet puis un sticker de IGA. Enfin, une chocolatine. Drizzle avec du chocolat. Puis un muffin au brisette de chocolat. Qui est sincèrement un de mes mets préférés. C'est drôle parce qu'on va essayer. On va aller avec la clémentine. La chocolatine. Château Tower. J'aime beaucoup, beaucoup plus le muffin, mais bon. Chocolatine, je sais pas, c'est un drôle de. Une drôle de relation que j'ai avec la chocolatine. Oh ouais. Oh ouais. Oh ouais. Vraiment une drôle de relation. Oh ouais. Vraiment la pâte. La pâte. euh, la pâte feuilletée. On aurait du temps à chercher ça. Elle est vraiment bonne. Il y a vraiment un bon goût. Ça goûte bon. Le chocolat en tant que tel, le chocolat c'est là que j'ai de la misère un peu. Parce que La chenille dans elle est vraiment bonne. Ok? La pâte feuilletée, ça n'a jamais été un problème. Ça, c'est parfait. Oh wow. Night and day ici. C'est incroyable. Il y a beaucoup de monde. Je sais que c'est traditionnel. Mais j'aime pas ça. Même un chocolat noir. Dedans. C'est super amer. Puis qui est pas, puis qui est pas bon. Celui-là, c'est un chocolat qui est un peu plus brun. Encore très amer. Mais le chocolat sur le dessus, il ajoute la meilleure chose. Qui a un équilibre en fait. Mais j'ai un peu plus un combat entre les deux chocolats. Chocolat sucré, chocolat amer. Ouais. La pâte qui est incroyable. Je le sais sincèrement là. C'est drôle parce que la pâte feuilletée, chaude, c'est complètement différente histoire. C'est complètement différent. Puis j'aime bien un chocolatine qui est assez solide, qui est assez ferme. Là, ça c'est vraiment meilleur. Si j'ai le choix, je vais la prendre au micro-ondes. Si j'ai pas le choix, je vais la prendre comme ça. Right? Next, on a un beau muffin, un peu de chocolat. Muffin, c'est drôle parce que les muffins, c'est possiblement pas le. Mais je sais pas si c'est un muffin ou un cupcake. Je sais pas c'est quoi. Un cupcake en français, c'est quoi? Un cupcake. Je sais pas c'est quoi. Ah, en français. On va goûter le chocolat au premier. Ok. Ouais. 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 On utilise tout le même chocolat. Pas bon. C'est cheap. Mais dans le muffin en tant que tel. Oh ouais. Ouais, c'est tellement back to basic. Mais c'est bon. Sincèrement, là. On va faire un acide dégât, mais bon. On va faire un Kleenex. Quand j'étais jeune, je parlais les deux. Je parlais le dessous. Je pense que, même si c'est très bon, le dessous ça toujours le moins bon. Et c'est incroyable. Puis, ça m'entend m'affecter. Mais je sais pas quoi, dans le fond de ton moule. Fait la job, là. C'est vraiment bon. Ah, yeah. Franchement bon. Encore une fois. Très simple. Très apprécié. J'ai winner. Quand j'étais jeune, on mangeait tellement pas beaucoup de muffins. C'est tellement rare. C'est tellement une chance que je peux avoir le meilleur goût. Mais je vais le faire. Même si j'aimerais pas le faire. Je m'en fous. Quand j'étais jeune, je mangeais ça. Je prends le dernier particule de muffin. Ouais. C'est pas plaisant. Mais bon. C'est. Je suis un kid. Je suis un kid qui n'est pas au sucre. Dans le point tel que les sucres, c'est ça qui est important. J'allais au Tim Hortons voler des sachets de sucre. Pas le droit. Mon père a pris des sachets de sucre une fois. Puis ils ont dit, il est allé voir. Hey, j'avais 11 ans. 11-12 ans. Il m'a trouvé des sachets de sucre. Au Vault Tim Hortons. Il y en a juste un à côté de chez moi. Il y en a deux, mais avant, il y avait juste un. Puis il m'apporte, puis il me tient par le bras, il me tient, puis il me tient par le bras. Tu sais, il me drag, si tu veux. Il me traîne. OK? On va aller en français, s'il vous plaît. En français, s'il vous plaît. Il me traîne. Puis, il dit à la caissière, il dit, est-ce que vous le connaissez, lui? La caissière, j'ai peut-être chanceux, c'était une qui travaillait beaucoup. Elle dit oui, bien souvent. Elle lui a dit, vous n'avez pas des sacs de sucre, c'est fini. Fait que là, la fille, elle a dit, ben, on lui en donne pas non plus. C'est juste pour le client. Fait que, en plus, t'es vol. En fait, le reste, ça. Ouais. Ah, ouais. Ouais. Elle m'a convaincu de prendre le sucre. Non. Ça rentré ici. C'est rentré par là. C'est juste une histoire drôle aujourd'hui, mais bon. Un petit peu traumatique, hein? Anyway, c'est une longue vidéo. Je vous aime. Passez une belle journée. Ciao. Faut que ça prête. It's cold outside. I'm losing my mind. Everything will be fine. Know that I'll be alright. That I'll be alright. I don't believe in destiny. I just do what's best for me. Don't listen to my enemy. Why? This legacy. I just do what's best for me. I just want to be the best at what I got. Better the rest just watch me grow. No, I ain't gonna lie, life sucks. Trying to get by, life's rough. Trying to get by is not enough. Still messed up. They say I'm way too obsessed and I've got nothing left. The world's all regret and we're still regret and I'm not giving in. I won't stop till I win. Yeah. Do 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 do. I don't believe in destiny. I just do what's best for me. Don't listen to my enemies. This legacy. I just want to be the best at what I got. I'm trying to remember what the video I was supposed to do. Yes, I'm gonna die here. I'm gonna die very quickly. I'm gonna die very quickly. We're gonna fuck here. The defense upgrade doesn't appear anymore. The defense upgrade doesn't appear. 35, baby. Bon. So far we're resisting. We're far from being the second one. Look at this, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Getting close to getting killed. Don't believe in destiny. Just do what's right for me. So I listen to my enemies, boy. This legacy. Want to be the best at what I know. Then the rest just watch me grow. We're getting ain't gonna lie, life's raw. Starting to get by, life stuff Even though you try, you still messed up. Say I'm way too obsessed and I got nothing left. The shield is rushing, dude. I think I'm gonna be okay. I'm just not sure. Okay, let's go, baby. Let's go. If we do 450, I'm gonna be happy. Just a nice little round number, right? Because why? Because there you go. Crisis averted. Sheesh. Sympathy. We get another chocolatine. We'll put it for 20 seconds. Because this was perfect. This was a perfect crime. Good. Oh, it's cold. I'm 4/5/12. So technically the crown, the sword, is done. The sword is done at 4:30. No, a little bit more. I don't believe in destiny. See the shit? Unfortunately, I don't think I'm gonna make it to the platoon, to the champion. That's a good chocolatine. It was good. Bang. Nice. On my tournament.